understand what Mogi's snail trail meant because I have a different interpretation of it. I'm not going to tell you what mine is because
it'll be gross.
It is.
Yeah.
And it would be...
That's classic.
It would be really offensive.
That's disgusting. What you're thinking of.
What am I thinking of, Keyzie?
The snail trail. I know what you're thinking of. It's gross. Is it gross or not?
I'm not telling you.
You know it's gross.
But now I get it. Especially for someone that had been so heavily lasered too. I was surprised by the... Because Keyzie expanded it out for me so I could get it.
Do you not know how to do that?
Oh, I know how to do that, but
No, you don't.
I didn't bother to do that, and it was like, oh, jeez.
She's all go down there, I tell you what.
There's a lot of action going on.
Yeah.
You don't want to drop a match down there, that's for sure.
I think that's true for anyone, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Yeah, good eating.
Eyes to the front, Keyzie.
We'll yarn about that, I think, in today's show.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Fan of the Hauraki Big Show podcast?
Yeah.
Make sure you check out more from Jase, Mike and Keyzie on their Instagram at Hauraki Big Show or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki. Thanks, mate.
I don't know if I'm menopausal, but Jesus, it's hot in here.
It is warm.
It was hot in here last week too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
It's
something's
not as
up.
hot as this. This is the hottest it's ever been.
Yeah.
So hot.
How hot is it outside, though?
It's so I was still a bit chilly.
No.
15 today.
Beautiful
Was it
weekend. What a
15?
beautiful
It
weekend.
was lovely.
Although apparently, did you hear this morning on the news? They were saying that
Oh,
massive
God,
cold front's
what's
coming.
happening? Yeah.
Another massive one with heaps of rain.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
I was
good.
talking to somebody on the weekend, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, it feels like it's weather's changed." It's
Yeah.
like, no.
It's going to go
There's
to
another
shitting.
3 months of shit left yet. We haven't
Yeah.
had spring, which is just pissing down rain in Auckland.
Yeah, but at least it's
And
a
it'll be
bit
cold. So the months
it's
have
a bit
shifted, haven't
balmier,
they?
at least, spring. It's a little bit warmer,
Yeah,
at least.
but,
you're right, it just pisses down the whole time.
Yeah, which is what it's been doing anyway. But nice to get about 10 days of sun we've got in front of us
It's
around
been
about.
beautiful, mate. Keyzie.
Hello.
That jacket.
What?
Are you taking the piss?
Jace, we already did this about...
I know. I just don't, I'm just not sure if you're taking the piss or not.
What? Because is it the bright pink stripe on it?
Yeah.
I've been complimented so many times on this jacket. Admittedly, all by
Yeah,
females.
and they all say, "Nice jacket, Keyzie."
No, it's more like, nice jacket, Keyzie. You look like a stud in that.
Oh.
And then I say, oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. Do you deal with it the same way you dealt with that woman that came up to you at the darts?
The one who wanted me to sign her belly.
Yeah, so she could get on the tally.
But the problem was she
And
didn't
then
actually want me
you
to.
acted so weird. She did, but why would she come up to you if she didn't want that? And then you acted so weird that she just walked away and felt terrible.
I mean, I felt a bit creeped out about it too, actually.
It wasn't a creepy
It wasn't
thing.
creeped out. It was just like, oh, God,
Well, she
made
was
a
holding,
big deal out of that.
She was holding a sign because that guy had written it that was at the football that went viral. And so she did the same. But then she didn't
Came
actually
up
want
to
me
you
to sign it.
nervously. She did.
Yeah, she did.
Really?
And then-
Well, everyone
she
else thought she did.
She lifted her top up.
Yeah.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, she did.
Did she actually?
Yeah, she did.
She did.
Oh, well, if I'd known, I would have signed it.
Wow.
Right, well, yeah, by that stage, you were pretty far gone, so you probably didn't notice.
Yeah, I was so far gone at the darts. By the
Yeah.
way, my missus is furious at you, Jace,
Why? What have I done now?
Too hot.
because you're too hot.
Yeah, that's true.
No, because I went to the supermarket last night to get some chips for us, a snack.
Oh, God.
And I was like, I'll pick us some chips. And she's like, okay, perfect. I picked some chips that I felt like were delicious. And you had talked about them. And I was like, I'll try those. Papa Jacks.
Yeah, man. You like-
$4.50, first of all, for a tiny amount. Opened them and I was like, man, I haven't had these in ages. Started eating them. They were shit. Lucy had some. Said, these are the worst chips you've ever bought. And I said, don't blame me. Blame Jase. He's the one that was banging on about Papa Jacks.
You're a fan of Papa Jacks, though, aren't you?
My
Mogi?
fandom of Papa Jacks goes way back.
Yeah.
So when I was over on Waiheke, that's what we'd get up. I'd go out the shop there when I was a piece of shit, and I'd grab myself some Papa Jacks, a bag of M&Ms, a chocolate bar.
Wow.
So that's what me and the missus would get there. And she's like, Papa Jacks, what are you, 7?
No, they're the
Before
bomb.
you know it, she's got her fist in there.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
smashing Papa
Yeah.
Jacks as well. They are a weird thing. I love them.
I love them, too.
They're like
Yeah.
a budget muncho.
No, they're
It's
better
just a
than
different
that.
taste.
Yeah.
They're quite oniony. And then, but the thing was,
I couldn't tell you what they taste like.
it's
Wouldn't have a
been, it's
clue.
been ages, right? I hadn't
Like
eaten them in
nothing.
10
I was trying to
10
describe
years.
how they tasted, but yeah, no, I like them.
They're quite. So I had a couple of them, and I was like, "Oh man, those aren't as good as what I thought they were." So I should have got something else. And Lucy
Yeah.
had one. And was like, "Those are the shittest chips you've
Did you
ever
eat them
got."
all?
Why didn't
Nah,
you
they're
get,
in the cupboard.
Why didn't you
bring 'em
get
in.
cheese balls?
Now I'm gonna have them. No, I saw the cheese balls, $2.
But are they $2?
$2
Yeah,
at
$2,
Countdown.
monkey.
God
I saw them
almighty.
at the countdown too.
How you
what
going?
You know what I did when I went home? After our darts trip.
Right, because it was about 9:30.
Yeah, it was about that, eh?
Yeah.
In the morning?
Yeah, 10. Made a dip.
At 9:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I made a dip. But wait.
Jesus
but
Christ.
wait.
It sounds so much worse when you Jesus Christ.
I held off for an hour or two.
Oh, good on you,
and then
mate.
Oh, no. Let me just fact check this. An hour or two. How long did you hold off?
About
20 minutes.
an hour.
Yeah, full shit.
And then I went, because I'd left the can of reduced cream in the fridge.
Oh, so it was ready to go,
So
so
it
you
was
wouldn't
ready
have to
to
wait.
go. I didn't have to wait. There's a little food hack.
That is a great hack.
Food hack for you there.
That is a great. Why would you ever have reduced cream in the cupboard?
Yeah.
That is brilliant because I hate the waiting.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate it. But I mean, obviously, I haven't made
But it
dip
was-
since I was 13.
That was classic
Making dip
Hoity
at
J.
13?
So I made it
Yeah.
up, and it was sitting in the fridge for about an hour, and I went, I'll just have one chip and a bit of dip. And she was...
So what time is this? 10:30.
Yeah, about 10:30, and she was all over from there. And then my wife was like, why did you do that? And then she started hoeing in.
Yeah.
What
Well, she
chips?
had to. She was
Salt
going
and
to get
vinegar?
any.
No, we went sour cream and chives, ripples.
Ooh. I fucking
Yeah,
hate
I
sour
went through
cream
a
and
period where I
chives.
really like those, but I'm over them
Disgusting.
now.
Well, they're good with a dip. I generally don't like to have a flavour when I have a dip. I just like your solid
Yes,
plain.
thank you.
Salt and
Yeah.
vinegar, though, because
No.
it's so powerful and
No.
tangy, the dip counteracts it. It's amazing.
No.
I've never been a salt and vinegar guy.
You know, the key, of course, and I don't know if you do this for your homemade dip there, Keyzie, a bit of lemon juice.
Lemon zest.
Oh, you gotta have a bit of lemon juice
yeah,
in
to
there.
stop it
Yeah,
from
yeah,
going weird.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it gives it a bit of a tang as well. A bit of cracked pepper,
Booyah.
a bit of lemon zest.
Yeah.
But yeah, and yeah, I just hated myself after that.
What were you making the dip for any reason, or just like, oh,
Well, because I knew the rugby was on.
The rugby.
So
So,
wait-
I didn't know that was on at 2:30. How good was that?
Yeah, man.
So did
well,
you
it was
eat-
shit that first half?
did you eat the entire
Great.
dip
That
before
was a
the
great game.
before the game even started?
No,
Ah, damn, that would have been funny.
I managed to hold off
Oh,
a
really?
little bit.
That
Yeah, no.
amazes me and surprises me.
Well, I mean, I didn't have any chips left, so I was just shoving my finger in the dip.
Rubbing your...
The
I'll
dude
leave
in
that.
it.
I'll leave that
Put my
there.
dude in it.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie. The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
The All Blacks, right?
Right.
What a great
The
game.
Blacks.
Obviously, first. No, don't call them the Blacks. We
You
talked
can't,
about this.
you can't call them blacks.
Okay.
Yeah, there's people that might be able to, but you're not that person.
Especially, yeah. I could probably do it. Nah, just
Nah,
joking.
not you.
No, just joking.
The blacks.
So the All Blacks game, right? First half was garbage. Still entertaining. Then we started to come back.
Yeah.
15 minutes to go. It's getting good. I have to hop in the car and go pick up Lucy from the airport.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch Wrestle when you got home?
No.
I think
Yeah, good.
I think it was a classic thing of a group of guys that hadn't actually played together against a team that had played together,
It was a
and
bit weird.
we were on the run the whole time.
I obviously I don't follow and know the players as closely as I used to back in the day there, but it seemed weird that they'd made so many changes. Normally you have the core of your team and you bring in, and then I was amazed that it was like they did it backwards, because then they brought on Smith, Coles and Mo'unga,
Yes.
and you would think you would start with them, build a lead, bring in the other guys.
Yes.
But they start. It was. I don't know how much of a learning. How much you can learn as a player when you're playing alongside other guys that haven't played for the All Blacks before. It seemed like a weird idea.
I think what they did, it was a more of a safety net scenario. So if this all turns to shit with all these newbies,
Well, you're always going to
we'll
bring your bench
experience.
on, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
But I've never seen that before.
Yeah, they did change it up a bit.
It was weird, but I thoroughly enjoyed a day game. We went down to a local. We tried to go to a few locals, but they're all full. That was awesome, man.
Yeah.
Good yarns with some locals there and there.
Yeah.
No, it was bloody good.
That's great.
It was great. It
That'll
was a
be
good weekend of sport around, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the
was
Waz.
Friday.
Yeah.
Darts.
I didn't get to rewatch that.
Netball World Cup was on as well.
They got pumped.
Yeah,
God, they
the
had
Silver
a
Ferns were not
shitter.
very good.
What's happened to the silver? What sort of?
What
by
happened
the
was
way, Keyzie,
Jase.
What sort of chips does your wife actually like?
Who, my wife?
Your wife, yeah.
She likes thick cut, really salted.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
thick,
buy her a
rippled.
pack. I'll buy her a packet.
All right,
And some
sweet.
Papa Jacks.
and some,
And some
darts.
cheese balls.
for me.
Does she like cheese balls, Keyzie?
No, yeah, she does.
There you go.
Annoyingly, because she'll see me that I've opened a bag of cheese balls and then she'll come over and just sort of sit next to you for a while and just like...
Eat them.
She has to beg you for a chip, eh?
Yeah. What's happened to the silver ferns? Do you actually want to know?
Do you get cheese ball dust in your mo?
No, because I put them straight in my mouth and don't rub them around my mo at all. What's happened to the silver ferns is they were building everything around Grace Weke, the tall shooter, really tall shooter. She's injured now, so they had to change it up. And also, this is gossip I overheard with a lot of girls talking about, because we're just playing our own little local comp. All of the Jamaicans, the best players from England and obviously Australia are all playing together in the Australian competition, which is far better.
Yeah.
Whereas we're just in our own little bubble playing one another. And
we used to have a league with them, but
we were joined.
Yeah.
So the problem then, though, was we also weren't getting better, and we were just getting our asses handed to us every single week. And so the Australians were like, "Well, why have we even got these guys in the team? They suck."
Well,
in the competition.
It started to be like that. We were dominating for a while.
The Magic won that competition once, I think.
No, the Southern Steel dominated it for ages because they had it. I can't believe we're doing netball.
No,
chat,
I mean,
this is great.
the Trans-Tasman competition.
The Southern Steel won that one as well.
I thought it was the Magic won that once.
Yeah, maybe. But regardless, right, they need to mix it so that we can play with the best in the world. Otherwise, our team's going to be crap.
Because I remember we sucked, and then they got that coach in.
Noeline,
who they should have got in, but they didn't get her in the previous time. Then they got her in, then we beat Australia.
And we won 2019 World Cup.
Yeah. And then
Liverpool.
Gone to shit since then.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah.
Jeez.
4 years ago, yeah. But we were built, honestly, I think we would have been in the final if we had our main shooter back.
Right. Is it that much of a difference?
She is massive, yeah.
Well, remember
especially
Van
netball.
Dijk?
Just get it to the real tall person and they're unstoppable.
Remember when Van Dijk was there?
Yeah,
we were almost
Zealander.
unbeatable.
Yeah, but Grace Weke is even taller and more physical than Van Dijk.
Right.
She's like 21 or something.
How do you know,
that's poor
Keyzie?
coaching.
Because
then.
I used to work in
her?
sport a lot, Jase.
Poor
get
coaching
punished.
then, is that what you're putting it down to?
No, her getting injured.
Well, but poor coaching, you have to allow for the fact that someone's going to get injured.
Oh, yeah, but we just don't have the shooters to match.
Yeah.
You know, we just
not up to it. That's the problem, Hoyty. Just
Yeah,
not
mate.
up to it, man.
Yeah.
But, hey, look, we did bloody well. We got beaten by Jamaica. We drew
fourth.
with South Africa.
Did we draw with South Africa?
Yeah.
Losers.
You would have to say, even for losing that person, we still must have played pretty badly.
We played very badly, especially
Did we
against
get
England.
They were
against
low-scoring
England?
games as well.
Who beat? Did
So
England
England beat us. The first quarter it was 11-all, second quarter 20-all, third quarter 32-all, and then in the last quarter with like 4 minutes to go, we just threw the ball away and went to shit.
Right.
And we were playing really badly. I haven't seen the Silver Ferns play that bad in a while.
I believe Noeline
Very clunky.
described it as we capitulated, Mogi.
Massively,
Capitulated.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
I
There's
like
literally
that.
a moment you could go, capitulated.
Yeah.
They just switched off and it
Right.
was, shit. I haven't seen them play that bad in so long.
It'd be like, I could see that happening with Keyzie and I on the BB court, mate.
Oh, the BB court. Yeah.
BB
Douche,
court.
douche,
What the
douche.
hell's the BB court?
Douche, poof, 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 40J.
Are you poofing on the BB court?
and-
What does that mean?
And Keyzie just falling by the wayside, getting all sweaty.
We
and
have to go and play some basketball.
Getting all puffed.
When do you guys free? Let's go play basketball this week and film it.
No, it won't be this week.
Why is that?
Busy.
Yeah, I'm busy too, mate.
Couple of bloody
Busy
chickens.
bastards.
Right, that's been 13 minutes.
Yeah, that'll
All
do
right.
it. Sorry about the serious chat today.
Netball chat.
Jeez.
It's good
I'm not
shit.
sorry about the netball chat.
Yeah.
Hauraki Big Show Keyzie word of the day is...
See that? It's how- pretty cool, eh, fellas?
Jase is
Yeah.
balancing his,
I can't-
his glass on the microphone.
Can't imagine anything going wrong for
So cool.
a guy that constantly spills his drink.
Keyzie word of the day. Papa
Netball.
Jacks.
Oh,
Papa Jacks. Hey,
Dude, bet. Oh, are we calling a winner today?
send them all in, whatever. Send them all in, 5 for the week. Hauraki Big Show on Insta. Free
get a
stuff.
bloody great prize.
And your cell phone number as well. Don't forget to follow us on Insta. Mr. Mike Minogue at Hoyty J. Chris Key and Z. Call me Pugs, our producer. Hauraki Big Show.
Thanks, mate.